what's up? Today I got a beautiful and simple little Greek shrimp and chickpea Saganaki. This dish starts on your stovetop and ends in your oven. So, first things first, gonna preheat our oven. We're gonna go hot and heavy, 450 degrees Fahrenheit or about 220, 225 Celsius. Get that off and preheating while we do all this. This is a very nice meal as well because it is a one-pot meal. So to get us started, let me fire this up. I'm going to start off with 1 onion. Now, this recipe here, I will tell you, basically does not need any fine knife skills. All you're going to do is slice up your onion real quick, just like that. It's done. I'm also going to add 1 clove of garlic in this. Just cut off that end there. Give that a nice little slap. And relieve or we'll take off the skin. So, start us off. Gonna go about 3, 4, 5 tablespoons of my Greek extra virgin olive oil. So get that off and going there. Perfect. Then I'm just going to take my sliced onion, finally chop your garlic here, and throw that in there as well. Because I'm going to be adding feta ultimately over it, I don't want to go too heavy on the salt. I'm just going to use a very small amount of salt because part of the seasoning is my feta. I'm going to use a little fresh cracked black pepper like everything else. Now, part of the tomato sauce base of this is very simply what you're going to do, or for me anyway, this recipe calls for half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I add my cinnamon at this stage of the game because I want the oils or the perfume of the cinnamon to come out. And in that heat, it will absolutely get released. So this time around, or whenever it is you're cooking with dried spices, for sure it's better to do them at this stage of the game, and that way you'll have more flavor. So, perfect, that's coming along just great. See what I mean? There's absolutely nothing to this dish. The next part of this is I'm going to take a little bit of parsley, and stalks and all, I'm just going to really just chop it up. And this is one of these herbs, like in Greek cooking, that we actually cook the heck out of this. So I'm going to throw a little parsley in there. I'm going to take a little bit of passata, maybe a cup and a half of passata or crushed tomatoes, and that's going to go in there. Now, I want to loosen this up a little bit, so I'm also going to add a little bit of water to this, just to kind of add a little viscosity. So for this, I'm probably going to do about a cup or so of water. Nothing to this. Boom. Just like that. And give this a quick stir. Because we're going hot and heavy in the oven, this doesn't need much stovetop time at all. And as a one-pot meal, you only have one thing to clean up. And if you're like me and you eat like right out of the pan, you have like literally nothing else to clean up. So just let that go there. That's perfect. Give it a little bit more heat. The chickpea part. For this, I am using 1 can of chickpeas. For the chickpeas, typically I use dry, but if you don't have the kind of time or inclination, use canned. Because of the salt or the sugar content, I usually rinse them off really well in cold water before I use them. So these are just going to go in there just like that. Perfect. Remember, everything here is cooked already, so you're just kind of stirring it through just to get everything heated through and incorporated. All right, so it's been about 5 or 6 minutes. My sauce is thickening up absolutely fantastically. Pretty safe now to just turn that off. Now, Here's the thing to Saganaki or Greek Saganakis. Most of you have gone out to the Greek restaurants and they bring out something like cheese or shrimp or something and they torch it, set it on fire. I hate to burst your bubble, but here's the thing. It's not a Greek thing. It was a Greek thing for the non-Greeks to kind of freak them out. Greeks do not light anything on fire. Greeks only light fires to cook something or when we break up. There's nothing else. There's no other fires. So let's take that off the table, and I hate to burst your bubble. So moving right along now, this is pretty much ready to go. For this, I am using some jumbo shrimp, jumbo prawns, call them whatever you like. I'm using head on, tail on, legs on, everything's in place. I'm just gonna place them evenly throughout on top. This is not only gonna be super delicious, but it's a really good looking dish too. It's beautiful to see as well when it's done. And just place these on top just like that. And this is a really fast meal. You don't need much at all for this. Try and squeeze in and find some room there. Make a little room for this one here. Perfect. Now that's ready to go. I'm going to take a little bit more kosher salt, just a little bit on the top for the shrimp. Very important. A little bit of fresh cracked black pepper as well. And now I'm going to take about 80 to 100 grams of feta, and all I'm going to do is just real quick break it up and let the pieces fall wherever they go, just like that. Nothing, you don't need any kind of skill to this. In fact, you don't have to break it up even into cubes. Just crush it and wherever it lands. And that's it, my friends. I'm going to pop this into my hot 450-degree oven for about 6, 7, maybe 8 minutes, just enough for my shrimp to turn a beautiful pinkish color, and we know they're done and dusted. See you in a bit. All right, this is just out of the oven. We are now about 7 minutes older. I've let this kind of just sit for literally like a minute or two. It is absolutely done to perfection. The next part of this is I'm just going to take a little bit of parsley and real quick just add some more on top. Love parsley. Absolutely love, love, love parsley. I'm going to take now, oh, and by the way, there's no like flaming here or anything like that. Just going to take a fork and let me just get into one of these little shrimps. I'm also going to take a little bit of my fresh Greek EVOO, just like a kiss. You don't need more than that. You don't need much more than that at all. I'm just going to grab one of these and just pull it apart and try it out. Now, here's the thing. If you have anybody, moaning or complaining about, blah, 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 I got to peel this and I got to, pull this and that, yada, yada. Listen, if you're going to be making food like this for them, let them work for their meal. That's it. Like, you know what? This is really, really good. So it's just, whoa, look at this. Still screaming hot. Oh my God. Jeez. Wow. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. This is so good. If you have like seafood allergies, take a Benadryl and try this. This is really, really good. So that's it for this episode on my Greek shrimp and chickpeas saganaki. I hope you guys try this, share this, make this for each other. This is a great family meal, great appetizer, meze. Use this as a main with a little fresh, crusty Greek bread or like Greek style rice or even like a nice coriatiki salad, perfect, absolutely perfect. So my friends, until next time, again, I thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. Check me out online as well at kensgreektable.com for this recipe and so many others. And until next time, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.